I'll walk you through, at the real high level. So first you'd be looking at your server setups and your software installation. This might look a little different depending on whether you're dealing with on-prem or a cloud environment. So next up is your data load and the design and development of your product configuration models and the supporting quote documents. After that, you're ready for testing and go live. Now, the big part that I've left out there is the planning, right? So what informs each step of that is the planning. You can't do enough, because it really is it sows the seeds of all of the benefit and success that you'll have in each of these stages.
Jonathan touched on a critical point from there. Nothing beats planning and preparation, which the customer may or may not have done before they kick off, the actual implementation itself. If there's a project plan, it's not just got to identify resources, it's got to identify, dependencies, ownership, etc. Because again, we touched on a project charter earlier. Again, the project plan is the Bible that the project is working on. Now, whether you're doing Agile, Waterfall, Scrum Band, etc., at the end of the day, you need to be planning, what you are going to do from there. One of the other things, and I regard it as absolutely critical, you've got to have a kickoff and a launch of the project team so that everyone has the same understanding of the vision, the objectives, responsibilities, constraints, governance associated with this project. CPQ is not a single department project, and it's not unusual when we see a customer have a kickoff that this is the first time that team members from the customer have met each other, particularly in larger or more geographic spread or even remote implementations. There are people who are introducing themselves, they don't know who they are, they have varying levels of experience. And I'm a big believer in, getting the team to work efficiently and effectively. So to me, you need that kickoff to get everyone on that common foundation to start off with. It's very important that you have a strong project manager there, but you also have your project sponsor and the representatives of various departments or users, whether they are the people that are going to be on the implementation team, or they are reflective of departments that will feed information into CPQ or will be downstream from there. Very early on in that kickoff meeting, explaining to people what CPQ is. You'll be amazed at the number of implementations we go to where they have pulled people from different departments and they don't know what CPQ actually is. So again, it's bringing people to that common knowledge base. We touched earlier on the project plan, the charter, the roles and responsibilities, but it's even more fundamental than that at times. What is CPQ and what does it mean to the meeting? I touched on the project sponsor, and to me, having an active project sponsor is absolutely critical because they can convey to the assembled team really the criticality of this project from there. I like to tell this story of a project kickoff that I went to, and the project sponsor jumped on a desk, and he was a C-level executive. He jumped on the desk and then pointed around at everyone in the room and made it very clear to them that they were all absolutely critical to this project, and this project was absolutely critical to the business, so it had to be the focus of their attention. So again, that management commitment really sent a clear message to the implementation team from there.
At the kickoff, you've usually got a good representation of at least what will become the core team during the implementation. And a lot of those folks, are going to hang out into the maintenance period of that application. So I think it's really important, as Mark touched on, to have the executive backing to communicate the import of the project, to help ensure that you've got the dedication of those resources. But ultimately, that that point, that meeting, is to really set the tone, for how that project is going to play out, and again, to reiterate the importance of that project to the business.